Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your December 2024 tarot reading. I'm going to take a look at the energy around you, where you're coming from and what you're dealing with this month, and love. So if you have a certain zodiac sign on your mind, Aries through Pisces, I will check to see what to expect from them as well. And let's go. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Mercury is retrograde. I can already tell with my voice and my stuttering coming through. So let's see. Add the camera. Let's see. There we go. All right. So Virgo, what does Virgo need to know for their highest good? Well, we don't want to hear that. You came to serve. Virgo's like, I know. Thank you. All right. And it isn't about being right. It's about doing the right thing. All right. And the first step has been taken. So remember, whatever's on your mind right now, I'm bringing out some messages for you before I jump right into the tarot reading. All right. You are here for a reason. And if some of you are in a situation where you just know you're right? You know you're right, but you've got to do what's right. If you're in a situation where you feel like it's just a no-win situation, no matter how much you know that you've got the answer, you know that you didn't do anything wrong, you know that, but for some reason, you can't seem to figure out why another person or a situation isn't working for you or isn't working with you. And so it's about doing the right thing. And sometimes the right thing can be the hardest thing to do. And doing the right thing is taking care of you, your mental health, your emotional health, and your well-being. And also, at what cost? Sometimes it can be just, you're right, Virgo. Virgo, you're right. But what's it going to do to constantly hammer it down into somebody that you're right, I told you so, I told you, right? All it's doing is it going to ruin the relationship? Is it something that you can just kind of put in your back pocket and say, well, I knew I was right? Staying at a hotel away from family for mental health. I love it. Hey, estrangement can be really, really hard, really tough thing to do. Pave your own way and don't follow. Forge your own path. And that is funny. I'm seeing you're up against an obstacle, my Virgos. And it's about being flexible, finding another way around, and embracing change. When I get this pave your own way, having the courage, right? It's like, what I was just saying too, it's about doing the right thing. You're right. You keep questioning a situation, and we can't change people. And you don't want to follow a path just because. You want to go down your own path. And sometimes when you have to stay away from somebody that you love or make a choice like that, sometimes it's only temporary. Sometimes it's just that distance away from somebody and showing them that you just don't want to, you don't want to be a part of that anymore. And if you don't want to see my way, if you don't want to understand where I'm coming from, if you're not going to try and understand what's going on with me, then I guess I'm going to stay over here for my own sanity. And then somebody else may decide then, wow, maybe I really do need to consider, my Virgo. All right. So I do see there's just another road around this obstacle, but it is saying don't follow the pack. Don't just give in to mediate. But it is saying it's about doing the right thing though. So doing the right thing is following your heart. Let's see December. All right, so I am getting this message, though, for some of you. It feels like I'm picking up in this energy of you're in this limbo, right? All right, so I've made a decision. So I've decided, I'm trying to move forward. And you've taken the first step is what I'm getting. And help is on the way. Right. So if you've asked for some sort of guidance or help or, okay, Spirit, show me what's next, whatever you do, right? I'm getting a message here that you've been heard. All right. And so don't be afraid to take that next step, to go down your own path, and know that the universe is going to bring the right people in, bring the right places, the opportunities in for you. So December, we're looking at the Seven of Pentacles for you. This is forging your own new road, a new direction. So some of you, you're at a standstill. You may have been looking at where you've invested a lot of your time and what you've been worrying about. And some of you know you have to do something. Some of you could be as simple as, all right, I've been worried about my finances, been worried about my life, worried about what I'm doing. So I know I need to make a decision. If I'm not happy here, I either need to go get another job, or I need to change jobs, or maybe I need to take on more responsibility, or maybe I need to budget, you know, or if it's about a relationship, right? If I invested so much, do I keep giving, right? And I know it doesn't feel good. I know it's not right. I'm doing most of the work. All right, what do I need to do? Because this ain't working for me. And if you're up against some sort of obstacle here that you are invested in, all right, so let's look at it from that point of view. You are like, all right, I've been working my ass off for something, and I'm 100% invested in this relationship, this job, this whatever, but I'm stuck. I feel like I got this block and I don't know, right? And so there is, you know, there is something coming in for you to help you get through whatever that block is. Whether it's a collaboration, whether it's somebody, an answer is going to show up at your door, you know, you're going to find a way through whatever is keeping you stuck. You've got the Star card showing up, right? So you've been heard. Your prayers will be answered, right? And, you know, and some of you, I can see that you've worked really hard to get to where you're at. The Star card, you've gone through, you know, obviously you've gone through a lot of change in your life to get to this point where you've been trying to rebuild, reevaluate, regroup, and figuring things out on your own. And it could be about you walking away from something and deciding to change your life completely. The Star card is reminding you that there's always something better out there for you. Some of you, if you're keeping yourself stuck out of fear that, you know, but your dreams are telling you, I want something else. The Star card is like, come on, you got to have trust. You got to have faith. You got to go for it. We're only on this planet once. Well, maybe more. But in this version, you got to go for it. What's holding you back? You know you're unhappy, or something's not working out for you here. Or you know what you have to do to get past this stuckness you're in. And you got to trust that it's out there. Trust that you got to go get it. I've got the Lover's card. And so here, I'm going to give you a couple messages with this. In December, it could be somebody coming into your life that, again, you've been heard. You're calling in your person. You're calling in your soulmate, right? There's the Star card. You both want the same thing. You're mirroring each other here, right? So you do have a strong energy here of coming into alignment with a romantic partner in December. And, you know, for some of you, it's about, you know, where do we go from here now, or what's next? You know, are you reconciling with somebody? Are you deciding to heal a connection? You know you're right about something, but does it go back to what I originally said? You know, because you're right, you know, at what cost are you going to keep holding on to being right? Or are we going to try and fix things and move forward, heal things and move forward, get past this and move forward? So you may be figuring that out in December. Whereas making a choice, instead of focusing on the past, choosing to focus forward and choosing love. And for a career or other areas of your life, this can be showing that you're following your heart, you're following your true passion. Don't be afraid to take that next step or do something completely different. Because if you're having some sort of call-in, you're meant to have this desire, you know, and you're in alignment here with the universe right now. And the universe might be nudging at your subconscious, nudging at you to say, come on, Virgo, it's time. It's time to turn. It's time to do this. It's time to move forward. The Five of Cups in reverse, let go of the past. Or let go of what you're holding on to, what you're fretting over. Something may have made you sad in the past. Somebody may have hurt you in the past. Somebody pissed you off in the past. You know they're wrong. You know you didn't do anything wrong because you came here to serve That's where that card fits in. Most Virgos know that they're always of service, they're always giving, they're always doing, they're always fixing, they're always trying to do something. A Virgo, if you're mad at a Virgo, it seems like, you know, I don't know. I feel like a Virgo would do anything to fix the situation, to make the situation better. So I don't know what to say there if you can't seem to fix something with a Virgo. And maybe my Virgo is feeling like I've done everything I can. And it's time to realize that you didn't do anything wrong. It's nothing else you can do. And this could even be about past family shit from the past, something you did in the past. Right? It's time to let that go and move forward here. Something's definitely holding you back. You got the Six of Wands. You're moving into an energy here of the Six of Wands in December. So what's coming towards you is receiving some sort of recognition and reward. Being noticed, being honored, and also being very proud of yourself for how far you have come. And so getting some sort of attention or recognition from the people around you or a partner with that Lover's card. So we'll take a look at it, and I got the Sun card here at the bottom of the deck. You got the star and the sun showing up in your reading. So December's showing a time of fun, joy, and creativity. And so for some of you, if you're working too hard or you feel like you're around people and you just can't seem to break out of this routine, it is about getting out there and having some fun and changing and seeing things differently. For some of you, if you're having a creative block or a relationship block, this is about forgiveness, and it's also about creativity, being inspired and figuring a way around. Something you're working really hard on is going to bring you some rewards in December. I have Leo energy, I have Aquarius energy, I have Gemini and Virgo energy here for you. Let's take a look at love and see what exactly to expect, because we are seeing the Lover's card. Where is it? What to expect in love? All right, so love for Virgo. What to expect in love? Two of Wands. All right, so there is this choice energy of, we need to move forward here. You're inspired about something. So this could be a date collaboration, getting together with somebody here and choosing a new path. The Two of Wands is like, we can't keep doing the same thing. I can't keep, we've got to try something else. We've got to, get out there. You have the Seven of Cups. You have sevens showing up for you. So those can be very frustrating energies. And we have the Page of Swords. We have the King of Swords. Maybe receiving communication here, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But I'm seeing, if you're uncertain about love, we're definitely seeing clarity. So whether you're communicating with somebody with that Lover's card, finding some sort of figuring out, making some sort of choice here. I'm not an option, right? But the Seven of Cups is also, we have so many possibilities here with this Two of Wands. And this is about, figuring out the truth in a situation. Where are we going? If a situation is too confusing, uncertain, and you're putting a lot of thought or wishful thinking on a relationship, this is about seeing clearly and making a decision here of whether or not you're going to move forward or not with somebody. Where you're going to get out there and see, if I invested too much time. The sevens can be really a reevaluating period. The retrograde can be bringing somebody back in. You may be rethinking things. You have lots of options here. And so this could be a time where you really are sitting back here thinking, what are my options? I've got some thinking to do here. I've got some choices here to make when it comes to love. So there is a strong emphasis in December about figuring out, where is this going? What is happening here? So you and another person here really discussing plans for the future, and whether or not the possibilities are feasible. Are we going to ground these in? Are we going to make this happen? Are we going to work together and do this? Or are you going to, do I have to, face the truth and do what's right for me? You have the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and you have the Seven of Swords. So some of you here, it's really, you already know the truth here. You're facing, whether you're tired of, the Five of Cups came in for you. So some of you, you're still kind of beating yourself up about maybe not seeing the lies in the past or not seeing the truth in the past, but it's like you knew you were right about something. And so what is there to think about anymore? What is there to think about? There could have been a lot of competition, a lot of drama, a lot of arguing, a lot of tension, a lot of whatever it was, lies, or somebody not being completely honest. And a lot of you are really up against this energy of, why are you beating yourself? It seems like you've done everything you could in a situation. And you may be dealing with this again in December. So, you're calling somebody in, or if you're dealing with somebody like this, you're up against the same energy here, where you got this King of Swords here. It's like, all right, what's right, what's wrong? And you know what's right. And when I'm seeing, find another road, find another way around. And the Seven of Pentacles really has me thinking that a lot of you, and again, it's only a weekly read. Energies are always changing. This could be a temporary thing where I have to, this is a Five of Swords, the energy. A no-win situation, and I'm going to stop beating myself up about it. But if you make a decision to, find your own way or just walk away from some sort of turmoil, that's how you're really going to show. Actions speak louder than words. That's how you're going to show somebody, what your truth is. And this could be what you're really up against in December. And the Lovers card came in for you, which means that there could even be somebody else coming into your life with the Two of Wands, and you've got a choice to make here. Or some of you just choosing to, make a decision here. The Hermit card is go within. You've got a lot of thinking to do about the next chapter of your life, which path you're going to go on when it comes to love. And December seems to be a month of challenges when it comes to you're being challenged with the people that you're connected to, whether through communication or not, whether because people are being uncertain or you feel like there's always a block or you're not sure which direction something's going in. And or you're looking for more answers and you already know the truth. But you keep asking yourself, why? I feel like I'm tapping into Virgo's analytical mind. Like, but why? Why? What did I do? I did everything I could do. I did. And there is no why, except you may be dealing with people that are in a negative energy, that don't want to take a look at that. They always have to be right, or they fight no matter what. They're dramatic and could be very much negative energy, and there's nothing you can do to fix that or change that. And we got the Ace of Cups coming in. So I do see this is about love. This is a decision here about which way you're going to go when it comes to love. Some of you could be traveling and getting out there and deciding to move or doing something. You're really fighting some inner conflict when it comes to getting out of your comfort zone and deciding, maybe some of you, and there's love coming in. So this could even be new love coming in as well too. So I do see you're dealing with somebody that could be you're bumping heads with a lot. And there's a potential of new love coming in. So I will look at Aries through Pisces. And I will see, guilt. I feel like you feel a lot of guilt about something. And maybe for some of you, you can't even speak your truth all the time because there's always some sort of drama or, and I just feel like that you might be up against that. And this could be about you really expressing your truth here. And, and then for some of you, you're right about something, but somebody's going to do whatever they can possibly do to fight and not admit that they're wrong. And, the new love is coming in. And maybe possibly reconciling with that energy. All right, let's see Aries through Pisces. So to sum that up, Virgo, even with finding another road, be flexible. And, it just kind of tells me that the way you're dealing with somebody, or the way you keep getting caught into some sort of conflict with somebody, it's like you get sucked in, or you're getting sucked in, and you know that you're right. So it really is, the reading is really asking you to try not get sucked into drama, and just find another road around to get what it is you want. Take the high road. All right, let's see what you're dealing with, each sign. What kind of block are you dealing with, and what's the hidden truth? We'll see what the truth is. We'll get the truth. And we'll see the potential too in each zodiac sign. All right, so it might sound like you're up against something here, but it could just be temporary. All right. Let me shuffle one more deck. Hang in there. All right, so focus on the sign you wish to know about, Aries through Pisces. It could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever you feel comfortable with. And I will see what I can get for you. All right, if you're connected to an Aries, all right, they make a lot of excuses. They can't stop thinking about you, though, all right? So, but you're dealing with an Aries here that might be down on their luck, or can't seem to make a move, or doesn't want to take a risk, or they're afraid to jump in or take a risk. And, they just make excuses for why things don't ever work out. So you are dealing with an Aries here, and so here we go, all right? They can't stop thinking about you, though, right? So this is where I will get to the bottom of this for you, all right? This is where, Virgo, you're reading saying, find another road, find another way, right? You're right. They like you. They're into you. That they just are afraid, but you can't fix them. You can't change them. But when you choose to walk away or find another road and don't fight this anymore, you might get them going, where the hell did my Virgo go? All right, maybe they'll stop making excuses for you. Excuses for this relationship. Taurus, 4 of Pentacles. They're afraid to contact you. All right. And love sucks. All right. So here we go. We got your Taurus here, afraid to open up their heart. But you got them stuck on you. You've got them, and I'm afraid to contact you could even be something as simple as, I'm just afraid to open my heart. Love sucks. Love always sucks. Every time I open my heart, something goes wrong. That reminds me of Taurus too, when they're holding a grudge, right? So obviously they can't let go of this connection, and they haven't let go of you, but you are dealing with somebody who can be a little bit of a pessimistic. And so find another, you're going to have to find it. You're calling them out, Virgo. You know the truth. Oh, you're going to tell them all day long that they're pessimistic. All you're doing is you're telling them what they already know. Got to figure out another way around. You got to be creative here. I sound like I'm being manipulative. We have Gemini, 3 of Cups. All right, so you got a Gemini. All right, acting like they're not thinking about you, but obviously still want to reach out or communicate with you. And, they wish they had treated you better. And I see that they're hiding behind their feelings, and they could be afraid to get rejected. I pulled the wrong deck. All right. So you may be feeling like they rejected you. You might be dealing with a Gemini who just doesn't really feel like socializing at the time, or wasn't in the mood to, or they weren't happy about something, right? Or they were hanging out with the wrong crowd for some of you. making bad choices. You know, they had feelings for you, and there could be a reconciliation coming in here. They weren't rejecting you because they didn't like you or didn't have feelings for you, but they obviously were making some bad choices or partying too much or hanging out with the wrong people. And they do wish they had treated you better. We have Cancer, the High Priestess, and they got that soulmate, all right? I feel you even though, I'm going to pull two because I pulled that extra one. I feel you even though we're apart. So High Priestess still has their eye on you. High Priestess still lurking. I mean, the Cancer's still lurking around, not being 100% honest about their feelings. You do have many soulmates. This is one of your soulmates, but there's always others. And but they still feel you, and there's still a strong connection here. They may be spying on you, and they just could be just being dishonest. And when I get they hide behind material things, it could be very insecure and needing to have things, or to feel good about themselves too. All right, so you are dealing with some insecurities here, but somebody here who's being very deceptive with you about their feelings. Leo, the Three of Swords, hurting. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Right? You guys may have been completely different. Maybe they weren't your type, or you weren't theirs. You guys were just on two different paths. You guys are completely different. But man, it's hurting. It hurts them. So, sometimes time and space gives people clarity. You've got a Leo here that might even be afraid to get hurt. They may have even said or act like they're not interested or they're not your type, but they could just be afraid to get hurt here again with that Three of Swords. You got a Leo here that's really dealing with some pain or fear of disappointment. Virgo, the Tower card for my Virgos. I want you. Somebody wants you. I look for you. I keep pulling the same card. Giving too much. All right, you're giving too much to a connection. You got to let them give to you. This goes back to your reading that I just did, the Tower card. All right, you got to break out of old patterns. You're not always here to serve everybody. Serve humankind, serve humanity, do things of service. But that doesn't mean deplete yourself and give yourself to every single person and everything and fix everything. And, somebody clearly wants you, and let them prove it to you. Let them do it. Let them give to this connection. You are depleted because you give way too much, and you need a balance in a relationship, equal give and take. The Tower card is happening because these old routines and these old ways of thinking need to break down and to rebuild. Could be an unexpected person coming into your life in December. Could be something happening in December in a relationship that brings some sort of epiphany. But this is a Virgo in you, finding some sort of balance in a relationship. A Libra, right? They look for you all the time. They want to communicate with you. But there was some criticizing or judging that drove them away. And so there may be lack of communication with a Libra because they just felt like there was a lot of pointing fingers or criticizing or blaming. And so they pulled away. It still seems as though they're still connected to you and still want to see what you're up to or try to keep tabs on you. But the underlying issue here was whatever, being right or picking at things and over criticizing. And it could have been either way. So don't take it personal, Virgo, if it doesn't feel like it's you. But the Five of Swords tells me it can be fingers pointing at each other. Scorpio, Ace of Wands. They may have said something too quickly. They may have believed something or said something that was untrue. But there's still so much potential here. They may have spoke too quickly or may have overreacted. They're definitely feeling it and wish they could take back their words. They may have believed something or may have told you something that was untrue just to maybe hurt your feelings. I don't know why, but or just to be right about something. All right. So you do have a Scorpio here that wants to connect with you, communicate with you. Sagittarius, let's see. All right, you may not be in communication with the Sagittarius. They could be dealing with addiction or getting over an addiction. It seems as though they might be coming back in to let you know that something has changed in their life. So maybe that's been the problem with you and a Sagittarius, why you haven't been able to really connect or vibe. But with some of you know their addiction, they have an addiction. Some of you know what you're up against, but why do you keep thinking you did something wrong? Or why do you keep needing to fix something or hoping that something changes, especially if they're dealing with an addiction? You're not getting somebody who's thinking clear-headed. And again, the Queen of Wands in reverse can be somebody who's all over the place, scattered. But it looks as though they may be getting over it, though, if they want to share some sort of good news with you. Capricorn, Knight of Pentacles. They want to tell you how they feel. They've had some time. They've been busy. They've been working really hard. They may have been avoiding situation. Maybe you've been like, what's going on with my Capricorn? But it does look as though you got a Capricorn moving on in and they're getting ready to tell you how they really feel about you. All right. And they might be using busy as an excuse, or they were using being busy as an excuse in the past to not give to this relationship. But it looks as though, and for some of you, if that's what's happening right now, I am getting a Capricorn here that's using some sort of excuse, and they need to tell you that they're working, they're too busy, right? Aquarius, the Queen of Pentacles. Aquarius acting like they got it together, but they're stuck in the past. So you got an Aquarius here acting like a Queen of Pentacles, acting like they're all good to go. I'm independent. I got this. I don't need anything. But you know their life isn't as together as it seemed. But it seems as though they're stuck in the past. They can't seem to let go of something that happened, their ex or whatever. And so this could be where you have to make some decision about they're avoiding it. They're avoiding their problem, all right? And they're not willing to admit. Pisces, the Strength card. Again, oh, I like this. All right, so it looks like a Pisces is really getting themselves together. You've helped them get healthy. Sounds like a Virgo trait. All right, so it seems as though you got a Pisces here that's really gaining a lot of strength or a lot of health and having the courage to come talk to you or communicate with you. All right, it seems as though they were afraid or had lacked a lot of confidence in the past, but there's something about you that helped them grow into their confidence, or you're helping them be more confident. All right, so I like that. I like that. You helping your Pisces. All right, let's see yes or no. Let's see the yes or no for. You've got a yes. You got the Six of Cups. So we are seeing love here. We are seeing forgiveness and being able to turn over a new leaf. So I am picking up a lot today. This reading, it seemed like it was kind of verging on a negative, but it wasn't. It was staying neutral. Life's life. There's ebbs and flows. And it seems like some of you were really dealing with some confusion or some conflict with a relationship, an obstacle with a relationship. But it is showing here returning, someone returning, things, you guys getting back to the way things were. All right, or getting over this and reconciling. And I do love the Strength card here too. So it feels like you're just going through a temporary setback, and some of you needing to make a decision about picking a battle or what you're going to do. Right? It doesn't have to be so serious about needing to walk away completely from somebody. The answer is yes, and the Sun card is here, which is showing happiness and joy and a blessing coming your way. All right. I love you guys. You're welcome. Thank you for showing up. I will see you guys Monday, all signs. And I have a good weekend. Enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you for being here. Take care.